But, anyway, I guess I told it in the big council, but was Joe Matthews' class. Doris was telling about the kind of readings. He had this books of papers that in the library that you were required to read these articles, and then you did these one-sheet things on article. Well, and just to pass, all you had to do was turn in all those, just to pass. Well, I got behind. I was working 30 hours a week, and I was, and I got behind, and I had most of them in, but I think I had a half a dozen or something that I hadn't done. And got to the end of the semester, and I did, with everything else, I didn't get them in, and so I just thought, well, that's a loss. And so I was literally out in my car, headed for Oklahoma City for a 2-day break, and my roommate came running out, yelling, hey, Charles, Mr. Matthews is on the phone, wants to talk to you. So I went up and he said, Mr. Hahn, you don't have all your papers in. And I said, that's right. And he said, well, you want to get them in? And I said, I don't know. He said, well, come over and talk about it. So I went over to his office, and just, this is something. As I went in, Philbrook was sitting in there talking to him. Anyway, Philbrook left, and he said, well, Mr. Hahn, what about these papers? What about this class? And I said, well, I just didn't do them. And I said, I guess you said that if you didn't do them, you didn't pass the class. And I said, I guess I just don't deserve to pass the class. And he said, it really kind of took him back, and he said, I've not heard such, what was the word?
Candor.
Candor from a student in ages. And he said, are you sure you want to live with that? He said, I can give you some time. I said, well, just my spirit right then, I said, oh, just let it go. So, because I had all this thing in my mind to do. And so I flunked that class. Then in the fall, the next semester that came up, I went by to register, and I re-registered for this class because I had to retake it. And you registered with your professor. There's a big room and everything. And I said, and he said, what? And I said, well, I have to retake this. I said, oh, no, you know all of that. And he says, if you want to take this class, and he suggested this course on this seminar he was doing on existentialism. And so I signed up for it.
Made an A.
I made an A.
Oh.